Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Kathy, and it is November 3rd. So let us begin Heart Source. For those of you unfamiliar with the Heart Source, and that can be many of you that are listening to the recording, move your attention to the front of your heart chakra, which is right in the center of your chest, and just feel your awareness going deep within. And I'm a little nervous because I don't see the sign that says recording. Okay, it must be going, so excuse me, Zoom changed their things. And now, move into the back of your heart center. Now keep going deep within the back of your heart center, and it's like going through a alleyway, a tunnel, a hallway, and keep going until it's like you feel yourself, it's what I do, feel myself stepping into this expansive room. And just enjoy being in that expansive room. This is your sacred space. Good. And now move around to the front, to your third eye, and bring your attention into the front of your third eye. The front of the third eye, you go deep enough with the intention of finding your violet flame. It's there. We'll activate that in a minute. And yes, somebody said, can't I activate it now? Of course you can. And now into the back again, to the back of your third eye. And just in case you don't know, you're now in 4 different dimensions or spaces. It may not be dimensions as in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, but we are definitely in 4 different areas of awareness. And now see and 10, draw a beam of energy from the heart chakra to the third eye and feel that connection. And send that straight up to the center of the universe. And now send it straight down into the center of the earth. All the way down into the center of the earth. I got somebody wasn't doing it. Huh, could have been me. There you go. You are now grounded above and below. You are grounded within spirit, your spiritual energies, 5th dimension. You are grounded within the 3rd dimension. And we are definitely people walking between the worlds, walking between the dimensions. Now, declare, I am the sword. And those of you who have received the sword of Archangel Michael, you feel that energy coming and expanding. Those of you who have not received the sword of Archangel Michael, let's take care of that right now. If you wish to receive the sword, you're not required to. Extend your dominant hand. Call upon Archangel Michael and ask him for his sword. And I always ask him again. And I feel the hilt of the sword go into my hand. This is where it goes around. Those of you who are seeing the video. Then I turn it point up right in front of my heart. And I place it within my heart chakra. And it expands out throughout my energy field. Out throughout my energy field. Out, when I say throughout your energy field, out throughout your aura. And your aura expands. And you're in your heart source. You have Michael's sword. And now, violet flame, please activate. Activate along all 7 layers of my aura. Just notice what happens. And now we're going to do a lot of clearing today. That was the request from the group before we started the recording. And one of the first ways to start clearing is command. Chakras spin as fast as is safe for me. And you can actually be running through your mind what you want to clear. Fear, of course, was the big thing. How about resentment? Impatience with God, impatience with spirit. We ask and we want it in our timing, not in divine timing. The hubris of us human beings, right? Good. Keep spinning. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in energy from above and below. It'll come in, it'll join in your heart, and just see it spread throughout you. And as you are spinning those chakras, the congested energy is leaving you. Good. Another deep breath, bringing in the energy from above and below. There you go. And now release it. Now I'm being told this, so this will be fun. This time when you breathe it in above and below, set your intention that your energy as the sword transmutes everything that is coming out of your chakras. Just feel it transmuting. Okay. Excuse me, the dog just fell. Hold on. Just continue to set that energy, that intention of releasing congestion. Okay, now this is moving us right into the healing session. And you're going to be learning stuff. And we're focusing it on you, but you will be able to use this with whomever you wish. Okay. So your intention. So the first thing that I'm getting is those of you who are not in the United States, we have presidential elections and senator elections and et cetera, in 48 hours. So many people are nervous about that here. And so those of you who are in the US, and then of course, all of you will have elections at some point in your lives, ask for the intention, for the fear of what's going to happen in the elections. Say heart source. Some people went out of their heart source. Focus on your heart. Set your intention. Release, clear, cleanse all fear energy about the election. It's interesting. I'm having more fear energy coming out than I thought I was. Keep spinning. Okay, now we're going to combine some things. We're still working with the sphere energy. I want you to hold the sword. And you can make this sword T90, microns large, any of the things like that. Just make it T90. Now ask your healing team. If you haven't connected with your healing team, by the way, consciously connect. Okay, good. Healing team. Where within me is this implant of energy? You could call it an elemental if you want, where you have all of this fear about what's going to happen next. There's a lot of this, what's going to happen next with this next election. So just go ahead and feel it in your body. It will present itself. Now I want you to talk to that conglomeration of energy. And I want you to say, I choose not to have you within my system. Take the sword and transmute that energy. Remember, it is just energy. Place the sword within the energy. Now you think, boy, it's really strong. Ask for the violet flame to combine with Archangel Michael's sword. And notice what happens. Continue almost like a mantra. I choose to be in love and not to be in fear. I choose to place this in the hands of the Creator. Again, chakra spin as fast as is safe for me. Now, if you want to say again, clear from me all lack of trust in the Creator's divine plan. There you go. Now, where I'm being guided now is the fear for someone. I know we have at least 2 people that have children who are pregnant. And there's always, oh, is everything going to be okay? Even a little bit. Others have, I have fear for my sister, Anna. Those of you who know her has been diagnosed with breast cancer. So there's that fear here. And again, I place this in your hands. Ask where that fear is located in your body. There you go. Try this first. Just say, fear, I choose not to carry you anymore. You must leave now, and take a deep breath and breathe it out. If you feel that you're having a hard time breathing it out, Michael's sword. And you can ask for the combination of Michael's sword with that kind of blue white light energy and the violet front flame. Good. Okay, one more we're going to do, and you've got the pattern. So if you listen to this over and over again, you can put in different things. This one is about your health. What are you concerned about in regards to your health? For instance, with me, I've had the side effects of this latest virus that I've had for more than 2 weeks, and I'm getting tired of it. The concern is, are you ever going to go away? And yes, that it could be bladder problems, it could be digestion, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be the feeling of joint pain in an aging body. It doesn't matter, just whatever it is. Chakras spin as fast as it's safe for me. Spin out all fear that I have for my body or for this particular issue. You can do the whole thing. And as it spins, those of you who have some active psychic senses may see, feel, see, sense, wherever that energy may be, find it in your body. And now use the sword and simply place that sword within that area of your body. And it may not be in a chakra. Like I was just looking, and mine's in the transverse colon on the left near the spleen. And place the sword in there with the full intention of transmuting that energy to the highest vibration of love possible. And now, check to be sure you're in your heart source and ask whoever it is that you pray to, it can be your healing team. We ask for the exact vibration of love needed to clear our aura, my aura of, let's just say, fear of any kind. Let that energy start coming down you. Your aura is huge. So you're also clearing that space within wherever you are. Please send the exact vibration of love needed to clear your aura, my aura, of the energies of other people's fear. Breathe in deeply. And I'm going to give you a chance now just to use different intentions. Somebody had mentioned earlier to clear any congestion, any fear that's inhibiting being able to be in tune with your intuition, your psychic senses. I'm going to do 4 quick ones or 3 quick ones. They being our healing team, they start working with us as soon as we form it in our minds. We don't even have to say it. As soon as it's formed within our minds, please clear any fear that is interrupting my trust in the Creator. And healing team, please stimulate, activate, create and activate all encodements for me for trust in the divine plan. Ooh, I hope that helped you. It really helped me. You could feel this energy coming in. So now I'm going to just be quiet for a little bit, and I'm going to give you a chance to make the request of your healing team of Abba, all that is love itself. Please send me the exact vibration of energy needed to clear it could be fear, it could be anger, it could be despair, distress. So go to it. Now I was just given one more for us to do generally. Please clear the fear of me trusting myself. And not now offer thanks for the healing. And remember, you can keep doing this anytime. If you find yourself in the car and you're sitting at the stoplight or in a traffic jam, just start doing clearing. You just can ask, oh, please clear the anger or the frustration of the traffic not moving. Please clear. It all goes back into those things. And now, pull up a chair. We're going into the lecture room. I forgot to create the healing lecture room, but they said, oh, they took care of it for me. So no, there is a floor of light below us and a canopy of light above us, and there are pillars of light in the 4 corners, and it is surrounded by angelic realms. And in the central pillar are those that we pray to, that we call upon for help. They are there. And Amma said, notice that they are in joy. No matter what's happening, they are in joy. Now, this is an interesting image that I'm getting. I said, get in a chair, and Amma is saying, she's patting on like a love seat. She's patting on the love seat next to her, and she says, come sit next to me. And it's just you. I want you to image that. It's just you. You and Amma in the love seat. Like that, love seat, right? Come, let's chat. And so the next one you hear will be the energy of Amma, the Divine Mother. Oh, precious one, child of mine, come, sit next to me. Right here, I have space for you. My energy of love will enfold you. It will not overwhelm you. I want to talk about uncertainty. Yes, I know that there are many of you that feel tremendous uncertainty right now. You're from the United States. The election is coming up in just a couple of days, and you don't know what's going to happen. You're uncertain. You're uncertain of who's going to win. You're uncertain of how people are going to respond to whoever it is that wins. You're uncertain about long-term plans. Uncertainty can be fear. Uncertainty can be a lack of trust in yourself, in Creator, in all that is, in love itself. If you focus on what ifs, if you focus on uncertainty, you are missing focusing on trust. As before you incarnated, you planned your life. You didn't just plan who you were going to marry, whether you're in a partnership without marriage, whether. You didn't just plan those things. You didn't just plan how many children. You didn't just plan those experiences of what was going to face you, the things that were going to challenge you. You planned what country you were going to live in. You planned the culture. You had planned what you were going to experience and learn about in the wider world of what happens. Yes, you plan to be in a world at this time in which there is war. There's been a war going on in the Ukraine for several years. There will be conflict in the Middle East. There will be conflict in your country. May not be war, as in guns and swords and knives, but it can be words and separation. You planned to be here in this time, in this experience, with those that are surrounding you. And you plan to do this so that you could experience, are you ready? Being a focus of love. You, a focus of love. Not me, Amma, not Abba, not Yeshua, not Kuan Yin. You being the focus of love. The focus of love for those around you. You have been practicing, some of you for decades, of how to be that focus of love. Many of you have heard me say, be the calm within the storm. So let me say it a different way. Be the focus of love. You are the power and presence of God. You in your corporeal form that people can see. That is how You are the example, the focus of love. And that focus of love leaves you and goes outwards. That is what the heart source is all about. That is what commanding your chakras to clear. That is what the violet flame is about. Showing others, even if they don't know what those things are, and even if they don't know that you have these amazing tools, and they can too, it is by your actions, by the continence on your face, by the light in your eyes, that you focus love on others. Yes, you are the focus of love. You are love incarnate. And that is why you came to this planet at this time. No, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen in 48 hours, in 72 hours, in 3 years or months. I give you guidelines, right? And what do I tell you? Stay in your heart source. Be the power and presence of God. Know that you are love incarnate and that you are love. And trust. And trust that all of those around you are also love incarnate, even if they don't know it, even if they do not act like it. Trust yourself even when you don't act like love incarnate, even when you don't act like the power and presence of God. You've been in storms before. I'm talking about real storms. Some of you have been in hurricanes, some in tornadoes, some with just windstorms. And you have seen the branches of trees move back and forth, some with great force, some with so much force that the tree is uprooted. You have something that trees do not have. You have roots which can reroot. You have roots that if you are knocked over and your roots are hanging out, that you can say immediately, heart source, and you can come back up and you can be grounded again into this third dimensional world and grounded in again into the love from which you were created. The only thing you need to do when you experience forgetting that you are the power and presence of God and that you do something that you go, oh, how can I claim to be the power and presence of God when I've done this, when I've said that, when I've lost being aware of God's timing? It's really very easy. What can you do? Heart source. Get in touch with the love that you are. Ask your healing team to activate those encodements that may have gone temporarily inactive from your fear or from your shame. You are living the life you created before you incarnated. And my dear precious ones, there is no room for shame in that. Just remind yourself as you say heart source, and if you say, I am the sword, and you call upon the violet flame, and you command for your energy field to clear this anger, this fear, this guilt, this shame, this rage, even. Life is filled with uncertainty from your standpoint of who you are now. It is not filled with uncertainty from your soul self. Your soul self knows exactly what is going to happen. It is not filled with uncertainty from the place of the Creator. The Creator knew what was going to happen when it was just conceived in the mind. Little anthropomorphizing there. Uncertainty. Which way will the wind blow? The certainty in which way the wind blows is that you can go back to your heart source and be rooted above and below. There is no uncertainty in that. There is no uncertainty when you feel like your roots were pulled out and a tornado has come and lifted you to another place. Even then, heart source, even then, know you are in my womb of love and I enfold you. Know that you are in the Father's heart and you are written on the hands of God. And yes, we even know that when the wind blows, we know when a strand of hair goes flying off to be a part of a bird's nest. The only thing that is uncertain in this life is that you are of the power and presence of God. You can go into your heart source immediately, and you are love. And I almost forgot, you are beloved. Uncertainty about what's going to happen next, uncertainty about whether or not, oh, you step on the grandchild's Lego block and that hurts. You might just happen to do that. Uncertainty that the dog has pooped in your hallway and you just stepped in it. The thing that is not uncertain is that you were surrounded in love, that you are made in love, and that you have been given the tools that even if you are in the midst of war, you can be within your heart and send love out. The only thing that is going to change this planet of yours is love. It is you knowing your tools and using your tools. You know them. You know that I am giving you a pep talk right now because I have said absolutely nothing new. I am reminding you of who you are. And I am reminding you that you have legions of beings on the other side who are standing with you, that your only need is to call upon them to support you. The life plan that you made before you incarnated is unfolding tremendously. The life plan of all of those that you gathered with to develop the country you are in, the state or province you are in, the neighborhood you are in. It's unfolded. When you are in your heart source, again, when you are in your heart source, you can be in the midst of joy no matter what is happening in your life. When you are in your heart source, there is no room for fear. That's how you know you're out of it. And just go back. Breathe it out. Ask for the energy needed to dissolve the fear about any particular thing. Find that energy of fear within you, and you are the sword, and you place that sword within that fear and transmute it to the highest vibration of love possible. You can do this because you are the power and presence of God. You can do this because your guardians surround you, your healing team surrounds you. You can do this because even if you see no other human person, you are surrounded by love. You are never alone. You may feel alone, but that is because you're not in your heart source. Heart source, healing team, guardians, those who are with me to teach me how to be forever within my heart source, those who are here to support me as I send out the love and the light from which I am created and everyone else is created. When you send out that love, you remind people, you trigger people. They are encodements to remind them of who it is that they are. It's simple, isn't it? You laugh. No, yes. 2 words. Heart source. 2 more words. Oh, let's make it 3. I am the sword, or is that 4? You can even just say heart source, Michael's sword, violet flame, and feel yourself rooted in the love of the planet and in the love of spirit. And know, just as I invited you to come sit right next to me, that you always are next to me. And you always are enfolded in my love. And I carry you within your womb. And I carry you even when you forget heart source. But you will remember, even if you forget momentarily. We never forget you. Your angels and your guides and your guardians and your healing team never forget you. As you are aspects of ourselves. My love to you, precious ones. Thank you for joining me on the love seat sitting next to me as I remind you of the truth you already know. Blessings. This is Kathy. Have you noticed in the last couple of months, it's like Amma gives us these really heavy duty things and tools that we can use. And then she reminds us of who we are. I remember it wasn't too long ago, there was something about the basics. And of course, it was the heart source again. Let us all stay within our heart source. Let us work even more consciously to remain in our heart source. Let us remember that all of those wonderful beings of love are there. And maybe sometime if you feel the point of a sword nudging you somewhere, remember to call upon Michael's sword. If suddenly you see violet somewhere and you haven't called upon the violet flame, maybe that's your reminder. Remember, you are love. Let us each, and sometimes we just need to remind each other. I haven't had a client for a while, and she would call me and she said, I think I've forgotten. Please remind me who I am. Let us remind each other who we are. My love to each one of you. Many blessings. Take care.
Thank you so much, Kathy. And Amma, thank you.
She says you're welcome. Much love.